What's up, guys? We're gonna do a little repair on Anthony's Porsche. He has a light that he bought off eBay or something and he's put in his car. I'll probably need to move the Ferrari. I'll move this up. I'll move that up. Here, I'll just stop the door right there for a sec. We need to chat about some crazy things, man. YouTube, how it's changed the landscape, what it looks like nowadays. Content. People are nuts, man. People are destroying cars on YouTube for views now, like completely destroying them to where there's no salvaging the car. So I want to talk to you guys about that because I want to know what you guys think about this, destroying cars for views. Do you believe that, like, even though it's their car, they shouldn't do that because it's like, it's a good material item, or is it just business? If you can afford to buy a Ferrari, for example, or a Porsche and burn it to the ground until it's a crisp, and you get enough views to justify paying for that car and you make a profit, is it just business if it's not hurting anybody? I don't know. Things are crazy, man. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm gonna move this thing up. Give me 1 sec. I gotta fire this. This thing's so loud. You guys ready for this little cold start? I'll move it up here. Move it up here and you guys can just watch this for a sec. Here we go. Fire this up. What up, what up? How are you? Good, yeah. Let's gonna roll this thing up for you. Oh, cool. That car's no joke on the cold start. No freaking joke. We got the aperta key here too. Maybe we fire that up later. So we were just chatting. I was just wanting to have this conversation about, like, dude, there's people burning cars to the ground for YouTube views.
Yeah.
I didn't think that's what happened at first because honestly, at first I thought this guy was just a disgruntled customer and he wasn't like some guy looking to build a YouTube channel. He was just like, you know, giving the middle finger to Mercedes AMG.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
in Russia.
That. Yeah.
So this person burnt this car. And the story behind this, allegedly again, I don't know all the facts, but I know this because a lot of people are talking about it. And I thought this is an interesting topic because I started DD with the intent of mistreating exotics to get views. And some people were like, well, you're damaging the car. That is correct. And I was doing certain things, but like, you burn a car to the ground, there's no coming back from that.
No misinterpreting what you're doing to that vehicle.
No, and my intent was always to, like, not completely destroy a car, but to abuse it in a way that people would be like, oh, cool, like, this is cool. Like, I don't know, do people think burning cars to the ground is cool? It's weird.
Want to know something interesting?
Are you good here?
Yeah, this is perfect.
All right.
An interesting fact, because I know you love Bugatti and other people love Bugattis. Well, little fact, when my Instagram network was growing like crazy and I was like really kind of growing these accounts, I had a Bugatti account and it hit like 900,000 followers.
Yeah.
It was bigger than Bugatti's own account.
Really?
And they didn't even reach out to me. They just striked it and wiped it out.
Really?
Yeah. So my goal in life is to buy a Bugatti, bring it to a field and blow it up with a bazooka. No joke, that's a life goal of mine.
just because of that?
Just because of that.
So I guess that ties right into, like, would that be cool, or would that just be super ignorant and piss everybody off? That's just a conversation.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it for anyone other than my own entertainment, you know?
And so if you can do that, does that make sense? The other thing is, you know, this guy apparently now went, and this is where I thought, like, maybe he was just a disgruntled, like, customer.
Yeah.
But allegedly he's now gone and bought a Porsche Taycan Turbo S.
Wow.
And purposely, potentially, all the indicators point that he purposely drove it through the dealership windows.
What?
That's the one on the internet going viral.
I haven't even seen that yet.
It's a Taycan S sitting in the dealership, gone in 60 seconds, right through the front windows of the dealership.
We gotta check that. You gotta show me this.
Okay, I'll show it to you. You guys have probably seen it. Anyhow, same guy who burnt the AMG to the ground. So there's a lot of indicators, like there's a guy with a camera on the outside of the windows, pointing it at the windows. You know what I mean? There's a few other things that indicate that he did this on purpose. He's claiming that his foot slipped and he hit the wrong pedal and literally launched this thing through.
A couple of those clips online. Remember the guy going up his driveway?
Yes.
And then going over the side into other cars in a Taycan?
Yes.
Did he do this for like, did he gain followers or subs? Like, does he have a channel?
Yes.
And?
He burnt the AMG GT to the ground. 21 million views. That's not that impressive. I don't think so.
That's probably.
I have 21 million views because I had a cop pull me over and give me a ticket for not having a Canadian license, saying I had to have a Cali license.
True.
So I'm not that shocked from that, but you know what shocked me?
What?
He gained 1 million subs.
What?
He has 1 million subscribers on his channel from that one video. And I was, thinking, you know how long it took me to get 1 million subscribers? Like 6.5 years. 6.5 years it took me to earn this plaque right here. And Buddy just got one of those in one video.
Come on.
Yeah, dude.
Does that make sense? Have you seen that before?
No, I've never seen it before. I think that's almost like that's a first for automotive stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't think you could just go out and burn a car and it would do that. I think it's the story, the timing of it. We're at this place where when I started doing YouTube, taking a car like this, when I say like this, I mean like a Ferrari, not like this with the ski box and all that. This got a lot of attention too, because if you took anything that was this badge or a Lamborghini or even a Porsche 9 years ago, you did donuts in it, or you did something that those cars were viewed as being driven on a sunny day, on a racetrack or just out for a spirited drive or something like that. And they were really hard to see. You couldn't see them. When I grew up, there was no internet where you could just go and look at Instagram till you're blue in the face at Ferraris and Lamborghinis and now all these new hypercars. So you had to go to a car show and physically see that car in person. So it was a big moment. Now you can just Google anything.
Oh, yeah.
Instagram, anything,
and
TikTok.
Everything's been done.
And everything's being done. And now it's getting to a point where people are destroying cars for content. I'm just wanting to have a conversation with everybody.
Yeah,
is that cool or is it not cool?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
And are these people on the verge, will these people be canceled because of this? Like, will people actually look at
No,
this
they're not being canceled because
they're being
Street Speed 717's destroying an $80,000 TRX truck.
Yeah, but he's like jumping and driving and doing cool stuff. He's not
But
just
he's
burning it down.
Completely destroyed it. Completely destroyed
But he
it.
had fun doing it, right?
Well, I mean, that's the question. Just because you're having fun. Like, I think if you did this 5 years ago, you would have been like canceled.
Oh, probably.
It would have been like abuse of like material things, or like being like told that you're like acting like you're so rich you can just ruin things. It's like having something that people don't have and like kind of rubbing it in their face that not only do they not have it, but like you can afford to destroy it.
Right.
That's how it would have been looked at. I'm not saying that's how it's being looked at now. I'm just saying it's crazy. I'm trying to wrap my head around, where does our content go? I've always been down, as you guys know, for beating on supercars. But what that means is I'll go out and wreck a diffuser. I'll wreck a wheel. I'll wreck some stuff maybe, with part of the engine trying to go crazy or do a stunt. But the purpose is like to try drifting the car.
And you're
like
driving it.
And I'm
driving. There's a
driving.
difference between pure abusing it in the field and burning it down and using it to have shits and giggles.
I guess so. I mean, that's the debate.
Right.
Is there a difference? So, I don't know. I started my channel 9 years ago, and I'm always analyzing and thinking like, what's the landscape of YouTube going to be, and where are we going to go with all these cars? What's next? What's next?
What's funny? It feels like the sun is beaming in through these skylights with this thing on here. All that is, I don't know if you're.
Oh, the yellow?
That,
yeah.
It's like yellow hue.
It's reflecting off the ceiling. It does. Kind of feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I thought taking a 2020 Lamborghini and obviously removing the windshield off of it was like, that's a big risk. This car is brand spanking new. It's a 2020 Huracan Evo. And there's no reversing what we did to this car. So, you know, did people see value in that? Again, I do things very methodically, okay? The market and the timing was that doing this to cars was cool. Because the only car you could get that was like this was a one of one from Lambo that cost a couple $1 million, and that even the most coveted Lamborghini owners weren't gonna get.
Yep.
It was a paid for by some ultra rich Lambo owner to have their very own Lamborghini custom made with no windshield on it.
Totally.
Like their own version of a Monza.
Yep.
And that's just it. The Monza came out, the McLaren Elva came out, the Aston Martin Speedster.
Yep.
So there was this trend of cars that were coming to market with no windshield. So the timing seemed right to pull this off. And I think once people see this car and they see how clean and how OEM it looks, they're going to be impressed.
Yeah, and that's only half the story. The other half of the story is get your ass in this and go for a drive.
That's
and
right.
Experience a true roadster with what,
840 horsepower,
Yeah.
rear wheel drive.
It's scary,
It's
dude.
stupid fast. It's really fun, and it is a scary kind of unique experience. But you know, some people were like, "Oh, you ruined the car." Well, I don't know. I think ruining a car is like legit nowadays, like
Burning
jumping
it down.
it and burning it to the ground.
Yeah.
So anyhow, what do you guys think of this new trend of just actually destroying cars for views on YouTube? It's working. I think the scary part is it's just people are just going to keep doing it, because if it's working and it's making someone
Oh, dude.
essentially famous, I don't even think some people give two craps about the money anymore. I think some people just want to be famous,
Right.
and it's whatever it takes to be famous now.
I guarantee you, after people realize that someone gained 1 million subs burning an AMG down to the ground,
Someone else is going to burn a car.
We're gonna see a bunch of like
Cars burning.
copycats. Yep.
Well, think about it. Street Speed 717 lit the TRX on fire.
I didn't know that he lit it on fire.
He lit it. I think he lit it on fire.
Wow.
On purpose.
Wow.
He didn't burn it to the ground. I think there was a line that even Mike was like, I'm not gonna cross, but he still lit it on fire.
And he had that thing for like how many, like weeks, months?
Weeks. That's it. Weeks.
He just kept jumping it and doing crazier shit, and like,
Yeah.
and then it's.
I don't know what his analytics are like, but Mike, I really hope you made enough money, homie, that it paid for that vehicle and you came out ahead.
Yeah.
Everything I do, even though we wreck some stuff once in a while, the intent is to always be out ahead. I'm a businessman first.
Right.
You know, YouTuber, creator, that's just a title.
Yep.
But like, I look at my business from a dollars and cents mentality.
Yeah. Profit loss.
Marketing, profit loss, supply and demand as far as like content. And that's why we're having this conversation. Do I need to burn a Lamborghini to the ground? I don't know. Do I? What would you guys do if I just started to wrap bag the living crap out of this? I took it, we built a 6-foot high jump. I was the first person to jump a car on stock suspension. We just fully sent, probably not this thing. We might want a roll cage.
Yes.
But I mean, this thing does technically have the injectable
Oh, right, over the rear seats.
but you might want something a little more than that if you're gonna actually jump a car.
Yeah.
But if you jumped a Lambo or a Ferrari, like full sended it, and you completely destroyed it, and then the next video was, my Lambo's done, whatever, lit it on fire. Is that just too far? I don't know. I'm asking you guys. Comment.
If you were gonna make money on that, in a business sense, that would be going too far.
As long as you're not hurting anybody.
Right.
And I also want to talk about the fact that, do you think a Porsche dealership was in on the Taycan deal? And if they weren't, this guy's rolling the dice on just destroying this dealership for his own YouTube channel.
I don't think any
that's
big
not cool, right?
Corporate company would be in on liability that could like.
Correct.
Right? Because like, what insurance company's gonna be like, oh, this was staged.
Right.
Oh, yeah. No, you guys can pay for that.
Yeah.
We're not insuring you.
Yeah.
Right.
So again, as we know, pranks. There have been prank channels where people do stuff to people publicly
Right.
for their own gain.
Yeah.
Where they purposely
Yeah.
prank people that is not staged. Like
Right,
someone was
right.
recently shot. Do you know that? Someone did a prank on someone publicly in like the last little while with like knives or something.
In Florida, no? Or
somewhere.
in Arizona, somewhere where it's legal to carry?
I don't know.
I remember that.
A knife or something like that, and the guy was shot.
Don't forget all about
YouTuber.
the viral content that we've seen over the last couple of years. Remember of the cheating girlfriends taking like
Oh yeah,
golf
hitting
clubs
cars
and spray painting
Yeah,
cars and
that
stuff.
was all set up.
That was all set up,
All
right.
set up.
But again, they
the
just-
skateboarder hitting the windshield
Oh,
of the
yeah,
McLaren.
right.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
Set up. That was set up. A lot of stuff on YouTube that you think is like really happening is actually set up. A lot of stuff. But I don't know if driving a Taycan through a windshield or through the front windows of a, yeah. What are we doing to your car today?
I just need to swap out the third brake light that's been out for over a year.
Down here?
Yeah.
This one?
No, this one right here.
Oh, this one. Oh, the one in the wing.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So you guys, I don't know. I've been quote unquote doing bad things to cars for 9 years. And I just don't know if all of a sudden the internet was like, we just want to see total destruction. Mayhem. Absolute mayhem. I don't even know if I'd have it in me, even if I could afford it and make the money back. I don't know if I'd have it in me to wreck one of these cars. I really do love them.
Yeah, because you work your ass off to like
to
get these to where they are, and you
yes.
put money and time, and like even if they were to gain you money, you have pride and ownership of these things.
I don't know that I could do it.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like just destroy one. My last Huracan was as close as it really got.
Oh,
like when I purposely drove into the K-rail, even that was like, I even thought that one through. I thought, if you look at the footage, my front bumper on that car is black.
Yeah.
It's unwrapped. It's black because I just had it quickly put back together.
Yeah.
So it's one of those like, it looked good from far, but it was far from good. It really needed a new front bumper.
Yeah.
And we couldn't match the wrap up anymore. So I knew going to the burn yard that if I hit one of the tires or scuff the wall or something with it, who cares? It was a throwaway bumper going in.
You already got your lifetime, your life value out of
several
that,
times. Right? So I was prepared to get rid of that anyhow. And as long as I didn't drive really hard into the K-rail, I knew the airbags weren't going to go off. Like you could nudge into it like I did.
Right.
So that was all planned. Like this is what's going through my mind to not completely destroy a car. You guys might not know this about me. Like my intent isn't to just be a complete savage and wreck these cars for no good reason. But that's where it seems like YouTube's going.
Right. Yeah.
It's like the FU mentality, like whatever.
Yeah, because where are we with the shock and awe factor? I mean, that's
it's
where
too,
we're at to
it's
get
too
people's
far.
attention,
Yeah.
Right.
Like this got some attention, but like
not burning it down to the ground.
Not burning it to the ground, man. Are we burning a car next?
Maybe
we
vote,
are.
Vote.
Yeah. It's just nonsense, right? And my other thought is too, we've gotten so many cars lately, and they're obviously not all here, but like 2 Ferraris, 5 Lambos, the McLaren, the Hummer. We still have all these vehicles, and like I feel like of the two GTRs, an R35 and an R34. I feel like we have too many cars. I kind of miss that, like having one car. Like remember when I had the Tire Slayer? It was special. It was the Tire Slayer. It's what I drove. I drove it everywhere. Yep. The Mercy was cool too. It was more of a specialty car I took out once in a while. Mm-hmm. But the Huracan Tire Slayer was like it was the hero car on the channel.
Weathered beyond anything. You got your fucking value out of that car.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I want to get back to that. Anyhow, I don't know if having all these cars all at the same time has as much value. We did it for you guys to make content, to do all these crazy builds I had in my head over the course of the COVID year we kind of knew we were going to be in. Now we're going to COVID year number 2. I don't know what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen anymore. The stock market's going crazy. None of it makes any sense. Bitcoin's at 49,000 USD for one Bitcoin today. Like the world's just turned upside down in my, like, I don't know.
Changed.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep up with it. Anyhow, I was thinking about once we're done this build, I'm going to drive this as the wide body Tire Slayer replacement of my 458. And then, I don't know, I'll probably sell it. And I have a bunch of people that follow the channel that just love the cars we build. I think I have some pretty cool ideas. And once this car is built, it will be up for sale at some point. So I'll eventually sell this off. And we all know eventually I'll sell this off. I've had so many people want this car.
Yeah.
Like actual Lamborghini dealerships have called me and been like, would you sell me the car?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'd like to drive it on the channel for a little bit, you know, because this car Supercharged is one of my favorite platforms ever. Oh, the VF Engineering Supercharger, like it's not a racing platform to go out and race other cars. This is the like ultimate, what feels like stock OEM, massive torque, rear wheel drive. This is a donut machine. And we're going to get back to that. I'm excited to just there's one thing I'm down to destroy, infinite sets of tires.
Yes.
And I'm down to do some really crazy stuff this year where I want to do a burnout until the tires blow up. I don't even care. Yeah. And what's cool is like these Vorsteiner wheels.
Yeah.
This is a flow form wheel. So this isn't a forged wheel. This isn't like a super expensive cut out of one piece of aluminum. This is like your really good looking budget wheel, to be honest.
You wouldn't do that with your Diamond.
No, you could buy, not the carbon Dimags. Oh my gosh. That would maybe stir the internet up. Well, let's get started. What do you need? What are we doing? Let's get this going.
Yeah, we're just gonna try it out because I think it's kind of glued in.
I just finished telling everybody I don't work on my own cars, or people know I don't work on my own cars, but I'm gonna watch you here. I'm gonna learn a little something. I'm sure this isn't the biggest job. Do you have to pull all this stuff out?
No, we just need to basically wreck this thing coming out because it's kind of glued in there. But we're gonna test the new one with these wires first before we even get into this. Look at this. Check this out. Look what I bought for Presley. Someone made me some bougie cookies for Valentine's Day.
No.
Yeah.
So you got a
And they're delicious.
Wolf Millionaire and a Mad Whips. That's cool. I love that. Okay, cool.
Oh, and then there's this too.
You already talk about it?
Yeah, I did.
Cool. We'll put that clip in after this.
Cool.
Everybody will know what's going on. It's gonna look cool in here once we have all the cars in here. You know, look at it with the Porsche, the Ferrari, and the Lambo in here right now.
Do you want to hop in and...
Hit the brakes?
Yeah.
Nothing else needs to be on?
No, I don't think so.
Reach all the way down there. How's that?
No, I guess you have to start the car.
Oh, it does have to be on? Hold on. Do you have a key? Right here. I got it. I probably just turned it over. I don't even know. Working?
Off brake? Brake? Yeah!
Yeah? Success, I like. Ooh. Yeah. Anthony,
Yeah?
if we get rid of this car,
Which car?
this one,
Yeah.
right? I shouldn't say we, you.
Yeah.
What's your number one car after this? Like realistically, not unlimited budget BS.
Like
It's
daily driver?
Yes.
Probably a manual GT3, like a
Like Gabe's
9912.
Gabe's car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Gabe's car manual?
No,
That's
his is PDK.
Yeah.
But you get a manual version.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You know, I would even entertain a PDK GT3 just because I love the sound of the engine of these cars, the reliability, just bang on them.
And let's be honest. Like as much as I love manual cars,
Yeah.
and I'm like buying more of them, I get a little lazy.
Yeah.
It's nice to drive a
For
car.
sure.
That's
I
just
love
like-
to have that GT3 RS that Ray got in that white one.
Yeah.
But I just can't deal with the buckets on the daily, you know?
Oh,
We're
the
in and out of our
buckets?
cars,
Are they bad?
They're not bad. It's just, it's not easy to get in and out. Like, getting in and out of this is like getting out of a Honda,
It's true.
right?
Those
It really is easy to swing your legs out and pop in and out as 6'2",
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I get it. Oh man, I need to hit this thing some more. I have not been, I've been slacking on the fitness lately. I get in this routine when I'm home, no problem. Obviously I can walk from my house out to the garage here, but when we hit the road and we're so dialed and focused on creating content, to get up any earlier and drag my ass to the gym before the day starts or to do anything else, I just not committed to it. I'm not putting the energy in.
You hit the gym this morning?
No.
Yeah, you deserve a little rest.
Actually, my left shoulder was really bad. I was getting some hard, like tendon soreness from beating on that thing. I think trying to act like I was 25 again. You're gonna really just crack that thing out?
Well, I don't want to pry it out and damage my actual fiberglass wing. I just don't know where it's... There we go. We'll buff that out.
Speaking of wrecking cars, we're gonna start right here, right now on the DD Stories channel and just destroy the Mad Whip's Porsche.
No.
We'll just roll it out and burn it to the ground. These tools look like something my dentist uses on my mouth. Yeah, a lot of crazy noises going on here. Let's see if you can pop this out. Son of a bitch. Jesus.
Oh, I fucking broke it.
You broke that?
God damn it.
How's that even possible?
All right.
How does that even come out? There's got to be a different way that comes out, bro.
No, you can see underneath here.
It's literally just glued.
See those little tabs? They just kind of pop through there.
Oh, yeah?
You just kind of need to smash it up through there. But it feels like they've kind of glued it or
Glued it in?
epoxied it right under here.
Oh, that sucks.
So, let's see if we can just
He's got
knock it out.
He's got a hammer, you guys. He's got a hammer. Wow. It's not even moving on this end.
Really?
Not even moving. These clips, like, do you just need to push these clips in?
No, look, this is basically what we're looking at. This is all it is, but I just think that they've glued this
Yeah.
and sat it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, no one's ever taken this out.
Yeah.
Crap.
See, like we've got it. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. Well, because we don't care about that thing.
You got it on that side. The only thing moving was the light cover.
Right.
Is that thing really epoxied, like right the F in there?
I don't know, look, it's moving, so like...
Maybe you just gotta get the clips off.
Yeah, alright. Turn this off.
Oh, it is glued.
Jesus.
Speaking of wrecking cars
Yes.
for YouTube videos, success! Let's see the back of it. Oh, yeah, dude.
So
Look
going
it.
down.
No wonder why that thing didn't want to come out.
Yeah.
Someone put that in there and was like, it's never coming out, ever again. Do you think you're gonna have to like glue it in to keep it in now?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why we got Gorilla Glue.
Oh yeah, so the second time it'll be even harder. And look at that. He's got his brand new brake light in. All right, you guys, thanks for watching the video. I mean, again, this is what this channel's about. I have weird conversations with the boys about things that I notice. YouTube, car, content related. That's just not gonna make it into our typical DD videos, but this was an interesting one. Do you think this whole trend of completely destroying cars is good or bad for the creator space? Like, what if I burnt the Huracan Aperta to the ground? Hey, Anthony?
What?
What if we just burnt this thing to the ground? What if we just burnt the Huracan Evo right to the...
Sacrilegious, dude.
Should we do it just for views? Should we burn it to the ground, you guys, just for views? Some of you guys don't like it with a windshield on it anyhow. I think all the people with
the original Huracan tire slayer to the ground.
No, that was too iconic. I think people are really, there's a lot of people who are like, it looks so weird. All because it just has a windshield.
It doesn't look weird in real life.
It doesn't. It looks sick.
It looks insane.
But there's some people I think that would be really happy if I burnt this to the ground.
Yeah, based on the comments for sure.
All right, guys, we'll see you guys in the next video. Smash the subscribe button. And I have some more crazy stories and conversations to have with you. DD merch drops February 19th, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, shopdd.com. This is the Aperta line. Maybe I'll have to make a hat emoji with a flame on it if we burn this to the ground after.